I'm not sure if the first part went through or not. I'm still confused about starting stream like that are scheduled in advance. That being said, if it didn't go through, Happy New Year to everyone, wherever and whenever you are. This stream, I'd like to go over my thought process and try to put it into words and show my bare bone process for the project I'm working on right now. So, first things first, let's try and here, I'll open a free page like that and try to jot down some things. First of all, my main goal, overarching goal, ultimate goal, whatever. I want to tell stories through animation. And basically most of my projects, in one way or another, lead to that. All right, and this project in particular is a hand drawing animation project where I want to do I want to do a magical girl transformation, basically. I'm just telling myself, well, I want to try it at least once, you know? And I want to use that opportunity to basically learn a few new tricks, or at least try out a few new tricks. So first of all, I want to try out using pressure, less pen, so that my lines will be more stable. Well, not stable. They will be the same width for all the line, which will help a lot to make my characters make more sense. Be more consistent. Yeah, my line. In the same vein, I want to do vector lines for the final lines. Vector. Here we go. And then I want to add colors, but I'll be doing it in a particular way. I'm not just going to color it the way I do an illustration, and I won't put a color everywhere. I'm actually going to only put in two colors. Some blue and some yellow. The reason for that, I'm going to go over it when I'm going to show my storyboard. But basically I want to try and use those colors in to illustrate basically the magical power of both of the characters, in a way to throw in a world building element somehow. Yeah, that's it. Also, I don't know if any of you have watched Fate Zero or Demon Slayer, but in both of those anime they use 3D to help themselves position the characters when either the camera or the environment is moving. And I want to try and do something similar. So use 3D as guides. Here we go. All right. Also, I will be using the same character as in my waking up animation. Character as in waking up. The reason for that is that both of these are part of an overarching story I'd like to try and tell, but I can't do it in one shot because basically I only have my free time to work on these, and when you're in the very much in the learning process, it takes quite a bit of time. And I don't want to burn myself out or anything. So basically, both of these would be in an angel I usually refer to as angel, because while I'm calling this one magical girl transformation, basically the story is about how should I put it so that it is summarized properly. It's about an angel who gets tricked by a devil to lose her powers to save a soul, and ends up having to live in the mortal world. Yeah, that would be how. Alright, so. Tricked out of her powers and has to live in the mortal world. The reason I'm going over this is because this actually affects some of my choices in what happens in this smaller size project I call Magical Girl Transformation. And it's in the mortal world. All right, so that's basically the big lines of that. Next, what I did was I made some concept art for my characters. Here we go. So basically, this is the same characters in Waking Up. This is her casual outfit that she wears because she just got out of bed. And this would be her magical girl outfit. I really thought about going all out like in most magical girl shows, Cardcaptor Sakura or and you know, go all out on the frills and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm the poor soul that will have to animate that. And since I'm still learning out the basics, I thought I'd try and keep it simple. Yeah, I'm also drawing her mother, who she's only going to appear in that outfit, but for because I'm going to actually show some piece of her own armor, I wanted to draw it in full just to have a better idea of what was going to happen during the animation. All right. All right, then I went along and started doing a storyboard. So keep in mind, I didn't do it thinking I'd actually show it. I had the idea of doing a work in progress stream after that. And yeah, so you get to see it in all its bare bone ugliness. Great. All right, so this is the first shot where I call her Annie. Annie jumps down the stairs and swings back around the guardrail and goes into the ground floor. On shot number 2, she's going to spin, and I wanted to make an effect where the camera actually follows her spinning. And then, yeah. First things first, this shot, I'm not actually going to use that, actually. Because I found out that, well, okay, how to put it. At first, I was intending to make it a lot more comedic in nature. And after thinking about it, I thought it didn't help tell the stories I was trying to tell. So I'm shying away from that. And anyway, thinking about it, her mother is basically, she would have bounced off her mother, and her angel is a superhuman angel, so clearly she would have the reflex to catch her and spin her around, which is what I ended up doing. So let's just say yeah. Also, I think I released just yesterday a dynamic AUG that is actually those shot 1 and 2, and 2 actually has like the mother catching her. And then shot 5, I want her to basically, oh, I actually I think I actually I believe I actually yeah, all right, so I went straight to shot 06 actually, where I actually added some movement. At first, I just wanted her have a point of view from the mother looking down at her child, but actually I'm going to have her bounce right and left in excitement. And her mother is going to basically look at her, smile, and take off her necklace. I'm going to basically remove a big part of what I had originally planned, where basically she's going to remember that I wanted to do some sort of comedic bit, but it didn't. Well, basically it gave the wrong impression on their relationship, because I had her do the whole doggy routine of like, sit down, give me your left paw, give me your right paw thing, and it just gives us the impression that the mother is treating her daughter like a dog, which is both not the case and takes away from the situation, because basically she's preparing to transfer her powers to her daughter and send her off to take on new responsibilities. So while I still wanted to bring a smile to you when you watch this, I don't want to portray it as just a comedy bit, basically. So yeah, so all those are going away. Yeah. So, all right. Then, all right, I want a shot here where she's giving a pendant to her daughter. And the fact that she is doing that is actually, I had to keep that in for sure, because this is an important world building element. It means that in that world, those angelic powers can be put into physical form and given to someone else. So if you follow along what I was saying about the story I want to tell with that, it's important, because it means that you can give away your powers, and in that case, the main character is eventually going to be coerced into giving them in exchange for someone's soul that is in danger. Yeah. All right, so here, I want her to basically hold up the necklace, which is going to be blue at first, because this is the color of her mother's soul. And it's going to flash blue, and her mother's armor is going to appear on top of her. and basically be way too big for her. And this is all to tell to explain, to show rather than tell, that basically this is her mother's power, and she has to attune to it to make it hers. So of course, this is the laughing bit that I want to keep, because obviously seeing your daughter with an armor too big for her will bring a smile to her face. And then let's go to page 4. Yeah. All right. So some pouting as the armor disappears, because basically this is the part of the magical transformation bit. When you take on that power, you get new clothes, because code factor. Let's be honest here. And if you're going to play the angel, you have to look a bit. And the reason why her mother is an armor and hers is going to be more clothes is that there's different responsibilities that angels can take on. Her mother was a warrior angel who would fight devils and protect innocence. Her daughter is going to be a messenger angel who either delivers warning or hope. Or in my world, I want the angels to be the one to descend and give souls to newborns. That's still part of the whole idea that she's going to get coerced into losing her powers. Same one of those. Then basically I want a shot like this where her mother is going to show her how to attune to the power and turn the blue necklace into a yellow necklace, which would be the color of Annie's souls. And then it's the transformation bit. I made it in, well, for storyboarding purposes in several shots, but it's all going to be one shot where the camera is spinning around Annie. So basically we're going to start with her right hand as she look at the flashing necklace. Then the yellow energy, I'm still unsure how I'm going to do this exactly, but I'll give it my best shot. Where the yellow energy is running along her arm and making her glove appear. Then she looks down and the yellow energy goes down her body and creates the dress. Then it keeps spinning. We are going to see the left arm being transformed at the same time with the dress. And then it's going to go down to the tip of the toe as she lands on the floor, back on the floor. Then a happy smile with the full outfit. And I'm going to finish on basically her mother giving her a bag. It won't matter in this particular animation, but I want her mother to give her something so that later on in the story, basically she has a book to take notes and a lunch for the road. Now, I'm not sure if I want the angel to require food or if they just eat it because it's enjoyable. But either way, I want her to have something that is actually physical and not created by her power. And then one last shot of Annie jumping away and taking flight, probably. Because, yeah, part of the power is to have a messenger angel like that is to fly, for sure. Then I'll have two last shots with our mother, basically waving goodbye, then letting her arm fall, and then a teardrop. Because, well, there's a reason that warrior angels are a thing, and they are devils, and what she's taking on responsibilities like that, well, might put her daughter in danger, and it's not just happy and fun times. And yeah, that's basically the storyboard of what I'd like to do with this animation. That being said, then let's go and see how I only really work on the first 3 shots of that. So yeah, it takes a while when you're still learning to get things done. Let me bring up my no, that's the third shot. Let me show you how I did the first 2 shots. Wait, I might have to. And recent Magical Girl 2. Good enough. Do I have the shot 1 as well? Oh well, it's enough to show the anyway. The thing I want to show first, I need to show this screen instead, is how I manage the first 2 shots basically. So as you recall, I intended to use 3D as guides for shots where the background is moving or the camera is moving. And so basically what I did is I did the animation in 3D with characters from Christopher Scotch, and I'm using those as guides to do the actual end-run animation that I do later. So that would be the first shot, where she's running down the stairs, then bam, flying down, grabbing onto the rail, spinning around, blam. So this is the first shot. Then camera 2. This one is I needed the 3D guides even more because the camera is moving in this shot. So basically I'm following along as she's spinning and then gets grabbed by her mother and spun around. Here we go. And then, well, basically, let's bring back up the other screen. Oh, there. Let's go. Cut 01. And here we go. All right, so I'm going to bring back the reference so that you can see what I was doing. All right, so maybe put it transparent so that you can see the character underneath. Or the white? Yeah, the white. All right, here we go. So basically, I have the lines from the background, the 3D background, to use as the decor. And then I can just oh yeah, to know the timing, basically what I'm doing, because obviously I'm not jumping down the stairs to see how many frames it takes. What I did is basically I filmed myself doing the movements with my hand as I pictured them to take the time I wanted. And then I went and did an Excel file and noted how many frames it took to get to the keyframes, basically. And yeah, that's basically my process when I cannot do the movements the characters are doing for one reason or another. And yeah, when it's conversation, expression, or stuff like that, I sometimes film myself to get reference for that. But in either case, I always end up finding that I need to tweak the timing anyway, because you need to exaggerate it a lot in animation to look more snappy. Because in real life, you tend to move much slower and in a more linear manner than you want it to in an animation. Yeah. Because obviously for every movement you accelerate and decelerate when you move, but you do that much more slowly than you wanted to in an animation to look good. Alright, so as I was saying, basically I drew on top of the 3D to make the animation. That part. Here we go. And then let's go to shot 02. This part. I'm going to lower the transparency for this one. I think. Is it this one? Nope. I need to. Here we go. So shot 02. Oh, right, it's because I adjusted the timing, so some of the animation folders are overlapping right now, but yeah, you get the idea. And that's how I did shot 01 and 02. By the way, I keep saying it, but I'm very much in the learning process as far as end drawing animation goes. So I welcome comments, question, and advice in equal measures. I want to get better, and I'm willing to hear your thoughts on it, or hear if you have any tips would help out. I'll definitely try it out. For example, the vector lines I'm using for the final lines was one of the comments I got on one of my animation, and yeah, I'm trying it out. That's it's up and downs, but it does make much more beautiful lines. Yeah. Then we have got shot 03, where basically I have Annie be excited about. Basically, it's going to be our first day on the job, and she's looking forward to it. She hasn't seen the things our mother did, so for her it's fun and a happy thing. So basically, what I did, let's add the final layer, the hair. I first did a draft. Well, to be fair, I first did a few key poses, where I noted basically how many frames in between there was, and I tweaked it so that it would make sense. So basically I have her jumping left and right, like this. I wanted to have at least one grasping gesture, because she's receiving something. And so it's not perfect, but I'm slowly getting better at it. I feel like it's not bad. And then I added the air again as a draft, and I wanted to wiggle a lot. She's got frizzy hair and a curly hair, and a lot of volume, so I kind of wanted to be bouncing around a lot. It's one of the features of that character, so I want to do it well. I always like it in anime when they take the time to do awesome air animation in general. And falling down, I have it lift up and then swish. In overlap, basically, with a frame of delay between her eye movement and the air following. There we go. And basically those I drew with my normal pen, with pressure sensitivity and all that, because it's a draft, and I felt more comfortable doing it that way. And then I went and started doing the line work with vectors, and it makes the lines very clean. It took me a while to and well, I'm still tuning a bit the way it works, because it can snap to other lines, and sometimes it's very annoying. So, but you still wanted to do it, because if not, it's going to stop your lines from connecting. And there's also the correction it does on your lines, because basically, well, I suppose most people have somewhat shaky hands, but I have very shaky hands, so my lines get corrected a lot by the vector. And yeah, you have to tune it to be the way you like it, basically. So that's basically what I'm working on right now. I'm doing I'm cleaning up my lines for that shot. And I still have a lot of work to do to get my character to look the exact same on every shot. I'm still not quite there yet, but yay, I'm getting slowly better at it. It's just going to take more time. And yeah, that's basically what I've been working on the last few days. After I completed my compilation of coup de cœur from 2021 and finished this 3D model. And yeah, it's I'll keep working on that in the next few days. And well, probably to be fair, if I want to go through the entire storyboard I did, I'm probably going to be working on that for the next month or so. So, on that note, let me know if you have any comments, questions about my story, or advice. I take that for sure. And I wish you all a happy new year and lots of cool stuff in perspective. On that note, I wish you all a great day and to take care.